Welcome again. My name is Werner Brandmaier with Geopathic Stress Solutions. Let me use this segment to introduce myself a little bit so you get more comfortable with my background, with my credentials, and you understand how I came into this field and why I'm presenting this now with a website and with information on the internet. I'm Austrian originally. I'm born in Austria, lived there for many years, and I'm here in America for about 10 years now. I worked as an engineer, and my background is in electrical engineering in the high-tech medical field with computer tomographs, MRIs, radiotherapy equipment, double plane X-ray machinery for neurosurgeons, just the finest of the fine technical equipment for hospitals and for Western medicine. I worked more than a decade in this field. I saw what's possible with Western medicine, which is fantastic in a specific segment of medicine, in emergency medicine. I also saw where Western medicine has a little bit of a problem or lack of effectivity, which is the chronic part of problems, of challenges. So I looked into Eastern medicine. I studied Chinese and other medicine principles for a while to understand those better. And this led me to a path where I finally ended up, which is investigating the space itself. In Europe we call this geomancy, in Asia it's called feng shui, but really we approach this, or people in Europe do this maybe much more on a very scientific and thoughtful way. So we're not really following just principles. We try to understand what's the information behind, the core behind one of those sayings, and how can we change the energy in a space to adapt to that and to improve that. Okay, I work in America in the field of space clearing and neutralizing geopathic stress for about 10 years full time now. So I'll do this for quite a while. What I've seen, and this is going back to a lot of European research, is that chronic illness, especially when it gets down to really serious challenges, when it gets down to cancer, is practically always connected with something like what we call geopathic stress, with an exposure to an earth energy, to a structure, to a grid line, which drains your system from substantial energy. And if you do this over a long period of time, your system is just worn out, and sometimes it will break. The chain breaks at the weakest link, and this is different from person to person, and this is sometimes why it shows up in your genes, or it shows up in an organ, whatever is weak, from a habit, maybe from a lack in nutrition. So there are many aspects which come together, but the weak geopathic situation is very often, not to say always, a part of the picture. So what we do if we find a situation like this is we try to advise first to maybe move our bed, which where we spend a lot of time, and which we'd like to have on a really strong place because we recharge our energies there. If this is not possible, we bring in energetic tools, which we have quite a number of very interesting ones used for a long time, coming out of European and German development, and which help us to neutralize the space, or neutralize a person, as energy fields, the bioenergetic fields. These are informational fields. Sometimes they're called aura fields. You might have heard that. To protect those against those strains from the outside, but also to strengthen them from the inside out, to harmonize them, to synchronize them again. Because sometimes it happens that the different layers of bodies which we have around us, we have a physical layer, but then we have vital, energetic layers, emotional layers, all in different forms and in different stages of subtle energy fields around us. And when those are not synchronized and running at the same speed and at the same way, then illness might occur. So our tools help us to get back into synchronization, into harmonizing those. And we have some devices to energize the food we take in, because this is another part what we put into our body to replenish and to refill our resources. If you have found this video on the internet directly and not on our website, I invite you to check out our written information on the site www.geopathicsstresssolutions.com. I repeat this, www.geopathicsstresssolutions.com, and you will find more written information about those different tools. You'll find more videos to specific topics or practices we recommend. And so I believe education is an essential part in our work. We want to have people informed about those situations, and the better you're informed, the better decisions you can make for yourself to fix that. Thank you very much.